Hi, everybody. It's Jeff. It's Levi. It's Tim. We are here to preview tonight's game. It is Conway. It is Bryant. It is definitely one of the games of the year, and I mean in the universe. And so we are excited to bring it to you tonight live. Now, because it's senior night, we won't have the normal time that we have in our pregame show to do what we call our roundtable, when the three of us get a chance to visit about Wampus Cat football. So we're doing it here, little online exclusive to get ready for tonight's game. Levi, Tim, this is one we've been looking forward to for a very long time. We would look forward to this game even if what happened the last week of May hadn't happened. It's Conway, it's Bryant. We're excited about it, but tonight the storylines are endless. Guys, your thoughts as we get ready for this one?
Yeah, that's exactly right, Jeff. I mean, we would have been looking forward to it no matter what. I mean, even if nothing had changed in the coaching carousel, but obviously Buck James coming to Conway is a major storyline, and it was a major storyline since it happened. Immediately people were looking, well, when does Conway and Bryant play? You know, people that didn't know obviously were like, when do they play? Week 10 at John McConnell Stadium. Okay. This is easily going to be the most viewership we've had on any game we've ever done. I think, I mean, I can't imagine it not being. It may be the biggest crowd that's ever been at John McConnell Stadium. I would assume that's going to happen. They've sold out the visiting side already, I believe. So it's just going to be absolute insanity. And what's amazing about this is, I think if you look back to last year, we played Bryant twice. They beat us like a drum in both of those games. It was not a fun game for Wampus Cat fans either night. But I really think this is going to be more like what we saw 2 years ago. You've got two teams that are very evenly matched in terms of offensive production, what they allow on the defensive side of the ball. The numbers just bear it out. I mean, these are the two best teams in the 7A Central, and I would even say they're the two best teams in all of 7A, and we get to see them go mano tonight at John McConnell Stadium. I really think that we're going to have more of what we saw 2 years ago, which was one of the best games we've ever seen.
And so I wanted to talk about that in case people don't remember. 2 years ago, give us a synopsis of what you guys remember from that night.
Well, it was a night that for me personally was the anticipation was through the roof. Now the crowd was huge. Everything was great about it. There was pretty much the same thing on the line here as this game. And taking Bryant, who's at that time still had not lost in eons, to the bitter end, the last 30 seconds. And the kind of collapse of that moment into Bryant's world and the celebration that we saw on the field for them, and where that kind of left us, I will remember that forever. My kid was on the team, so I mean I get that. I know yours was too, Jeff. So it's kind of one of those things where you're left empty with it, but there's always hope for that next year with this offense and with this defense and with Coach Kelly running the offense. This offense is so hard to handle for everybody. The thing about Bryant is they have what they call the dogs to be able to run. They are big, fast, all the things that you need to stop this team. They have it. So whether or not this year's team and this year's version can do that, I don't know.
I would put what we do up against pretty much anybody in the state as far as a broadcast goes. I'm proud of the work that we do. 23 years of covering Wampus Cat football. We go back to the Peyton Hillis days when we talk about a game that was this anticipated as far as a crowd goes. I've heard Eric King has talked about it was the Cabot Conway game of Peyton's time that might rival this. This crowd will be huge. The viewership will be huge. You guys do more research than anybody on both the teams. There may be people watching this who have never seen anything that we do or seen a Conway game this year. So give viewers a little bit of an idea of what Conway brings to the table, thinking of someone who may have not seen the Wampus Cats play so far this year. Levi.
Yeah, I'll go first here. And I want to just disclaimer this thing. If you're watching our broadcast tonight and you haven't watched the broadcast all year, we love it. We're glad that you're here. But just remember, this is the Conway broadcast. This is not the Bryant broadcast. No one involved with this broadcast wants Bryant to win in any way, shape, or form. So I'll just throw that out there.
Complain, it'll come to me. So
yeah. So you guys do not expect an impartial broadcast is all I'm trying to say. So I think if you look at it, Conway statistically, they have the best offense in the 7A. Statistically, they also have the best defense in the 7A. And so I think if you've been watching the discourse around this, I'm going to talk about the discourse a little bit. I'll let Tim get into more specifics. But if you've been watching the discourse this week and leading up to this game, I'm starting to see a shift in like a lot of, it seems like the majority of people are really on Conway's side here and think that we're going to win this game. And I absolutely think we have a shot to win this game, but I want to remind people that Bryant, they've won 5 championships in a row, and really they're still locked and loaded talent-wise. Nothing has changed in that regard. So just remember, this is still a really great Bryant team.
Yeah, this Bryant team is not unlike the previous 5 versions. The talent is changed in terms of who's there, but they're all built the same way. And that's credit to Buck James. I mean, this is such an interesting thing because this is Buck James' team that we're playing. And this is our team and it's his new team, but it's his old team. Nothing really has changed much from that structure. Those guys were built into that program. When you look at them on the field, if this is the first time you've seen Conway and Bryant play, what you're going to see are the 2 of the biggest teams in the 7A. They are, and that's the biggest classification that we have in Arkansas. Bryant is the biggest. They're bigger than us at pretty much every position they play. They, in most cases, are probably faster than we are. They're stronger than we are. So that has not changed from last year to this year. The thing that always kind of weighs in, though, is the heart and the character of the team. Our offense plays uniquely fast. If you can get into their legs, if you can have success running the ball, you can make a difference regardless of how big or how fast the defense is. If your defense can stop their run, they've got 2 or 3 backs that are elite level, next level kind of guys. Their quarterback is excellent, wide receivers that can go. If you can find a way to get a few breaks, if you can make some tackles at the line of scrimmage, get them behind the chains, then they have to change their game. We are one of the only teams in the state that they have to prepare uniquely for. And I think that's our advantage. So when you come into tonight and you're looking at what both teams can do, if you just strictly said it's physical game, Bryant will win. If you're saying it's physical and it's all these other pieces and it's a Buck James factor, I'm going to go with Conway, and that's who I'm sticking with.
Well, we can't wait. and yes, there will be a Conway bias because of 2+ decades of having a Conway bias as far as broadcasting goes, and a lot longer than that for Tim. I know you're a Conway grad. Levi, you've come on board late, kind of like I did. I didn't grow up here, go to school at Conway, but we sure do love the Wampus Cats and love this program and love this city. And we are excited to bring the broadcast from the Conway perspective tonight. Here's our plan for a broadcast. 6:20 is going to be the pregame show. We'll begin at 6:20 because it is also our senior night. So we'll honor our seniors prior to the game. Kick off at 7:00 during halftime. There'll be the halftime senior night where the band puts their hats on. They do the thing that they always do. And all around it, it will be a spectacle like John McConnell Stadium has never seen. And we'll have it for you live. Again, the way you find our broadcast, if you're in Conway and on Conway Corp Cable, it's on Channel 5. If you are not on Conway Corp Cable, you can watch the game on conwaycorp.com/WC2Go, Wampus Cats 2Go. That's where you can find the live stream tonight. Thank you for watching this preview. Looking forward to tonight. See you then.